On behalf of Speaker Karen Bass and as Chair of the Assembly Rules Committee, we are pleased today that we're announcing a 10% unilateral cut to the Assembly operating budget. That's going to be over $21 million over the next 18 months. And in these times of shared sacrifice, we believe that this is something that we need to do to show leadership. And we're going to take some of this money and direct it to EDD. And that's because they are getting swamped with over 2 million calls per day from folks who are out of work, who are seeking government assistance.
EDD is getting over 2 million calls per day. They are simply overwhelmed. Californians are unable to access the uninsurance benefits that they so desperately need right now. So the State Assembly has tightened its belt, just like everybody else across the state of California is doing, and we are contributing at least $21 million to help the situation at EDD and other state agencies that are struggling with the demands that are put on them.
As chair of the Assembly Budget Subcommittee overseeing EDD's budget, I have become painfully aware of the strain that EDD is going through, especially now that the state's unemployment rate has soared beyond 9%. At the end of December, there were more than 655,000 Californians receiving UI benefits, and that number is undoubtedly higher today.
There's also a backlog of some 58,000 people in the EDD offices who are waiting to have their claims processed. So I think this is a very critical step to provide the EDD office as much support as we can to make sure that people, these 58,000 as well as all of those that become, that lose their jobs and apply for unemployment insurance, that they receive the support that they can on as rapid a basis as they can, so they can continue to maintain and hold their families as they try to seek reemployment.
This is really fundamental to our responsibility as legislators and a fundamental responsibility of government to provide service. But it's also essential if we're going to ever recover from this recession. This is a consumer-driven recession. Unemployment insurance is the first stimulus package that our country developed to make sure that those between jobs had an opportunity to survive and to participate. Remember, this recession is consumer-driven. If consumers are not spending, then we will stay in this downward spiral. And so our job is to help people maintain in between their employment, become gainfully employed, and contribute to the economy by being consumers and then supporting business and the growth of the economy.